Do I have another son?
Where is he now? Asked my grandmother. Yes, you do, said my uncle. He lives in Dubai, and his son studies in the United States. She smiled and nodded, her eyes sparkling with appreciation. And yet, a few minutes later, the same question was asked again. Memory, narrative, and meaning-making are central to our personhood. We moor ourselves in the past, in the stories that delineate our lives and the lives of our communities. What happens when we lose the ability to make new memories? Or even worse, when we fail to recollect the tapestry of memories that compose our identities? My grandmother's memory loss and dementia diagnosis initially crept up on us. At first, it was a source of misplaced mirth and general chaos. She would forget where she had left things and summon us to conduct a search operation. Next, she lost the ability to make new memories, and then, with an insidious finality, she began to forget the key events of her own life. The emigration of her youngest son, the marriage of her first grandchild. How does it feel to inhabit such a mind? In moments of quietude, we often recollect events from our past, memories of joy, of transcendence, and of pain. The stories of our lives and our relationships are composed of individual moments that aggregate into a tapestry splotched with light and dark. Yet, when you have no memories to recollect, where do you go? We noticed that it was now impossible for my grandmother to remain unoccupied. Often, she would sit in her favorite armchair in the living room, eyes fixed on the newspaper. 20 minutes later, she was still on the same page. Was she reading the same sentence again and again? Was this pretense at reading an attempt to occupy her mind in an activity as there was no escape into memory? For as long as I could remember, my grandmother ran the house. She had lost her husband in her 50s, and there was a legal battle over the household to be fought, children to be educated, and husbands and wives to be found. She was the totem around which the household revolved, its rhythms and cadences attuned to her habits. Frivolousness was not to be tolerated, as there was too much to do amidst a backdrop of little certainty. And now, in her 90s, dementia had made her a child again. We spent time quizzing her with the hope that repetition would encode the imprint of the stories that defined her life. And yet, the disease progressed, rapacious in its advance. If there's a moment for storytelling, it is the tropical monsoon. In western India, the rain-laden clouds come in from the Arabian Sea, and the summer heat drops by a few degrees. Fat raindrops hammer against the windows, and storms stretch into the night. During these nights, my grandmother would tell us gloriously vivid tales, stories of an uncle's wife who had run away and never returned, tales of our old house that collapsed due to shoddy construction with the family in residence, the years of struggle that ensued, life under the last years of the British Raj, an oral history of the benefits and grievances of living under colonialism. Now, we tell her the same stories that she tells us, trying and failing to recreate the past and weave that lost tapestry of memories in her mind. As an exercise, it's futile. And yet, perhaps this is the essence of caregiving. To stay with those who are sick, to make meaning together for a moment. In short, to accompany. Thank you.